Good afternoon, everyone. This is Woody Collins with Congo Helping Hand, and we are here to talk about Congo. And today's topic is airline travel for fully vaccinated people. So, if you're fully vaccinated, like I am, you've then that means there is different rules, there's different recommendations that have been put out for the fully vaccinated people. So let's talk about a few of those. But in the meantime, if you like these presentations, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Okay, we're going to be talking about how this relates to travel to the Congo. I remember when I was in Europe living there, I had someone say, I don't know whether they did not know or whether they knew, uh, but they said, "Oh, what road do you take to get to Germany?" And this was from the United States. And I go, "Oh, you can't drive there. You can either catch a boat or you can fly." So going to the Congo, there's no roads. You can maybe catch a container ship that's going to the Congo or some other type of boat. I don't think there's no cruises that stop off in the Congo. So your best way to getting there is number one, and the only way is airlines. There's a number of airlines that go to the Congo. There's Turkish Airlines. I've never rode on them yet, um, but Turkish Airlines is one of them. Then you have Air France out of Paris. It flies there. Then you got Air Brussels. They fly out of Brussels, Belgium. And then you got Ethiopian Airlines that flies out of Dar es Salaam. And then you have South African Airlines that flies out of Joburg. So those are the five airlines that I know that fly there. And so you have to fly there. So how does this CDC new recommendation affects your travel to Congo? The CDC is now saying that airline travel is low risk for fully vaccinated people. That's for fully vaccinated people. They have not did anything different for the people who are not fully vaccinated. And they're basically saying you can resume travel at low risk. There's always a risk of flying, from catching something, being exposed to something when you're flying on an airplane, but they're saying it's still low risk. So let's talk about that. They are saying is that the number of people, uh, because of the number of people being vaccinated, that they can make this statement because now there's more people being vaccinated, and so therefore there is a lower risk and people will not be spreading it while they're on the plane. So that's a good news. That's good news for people who went out and got vaccinated. And so they're saying if the more people get vaccinated, things are going more back to normal. Second thing, they're saying it's you're gonna still have to wear your mask. You're gonna still have to take other precautions like socially distance yourself, washing your hands, and probably washing down your trays and doing all those type of things, and staying away from people while you're at the inside the airport. On the plane, you hopefully you can get a seat where you're not sitting next to anybody. However, most of the airlines saying they are going to be booking the middle seats pretty soon. So we'll have to see how that impacts on things. But for the most part, for domestic travel, and that's for the people who are just going to be flying around the United States, there's no more tests or quarantines and everything. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to go through that drill if you were going through it and stuff. However, for the international folks uh, flying to Europe or any place outside the United States, and that probably includes Mexico and Canada and South American countries and stuff like that, you still have to have a PCR test. That's the swab that they put up your nose, and it has to be done within 1 to 3 days before you travel. So those are still required, and it has to be negative. You cannot have COVID and fly someplace. And that also affects you coming back into the United States, whether you're a U.S. citizen or you someone visiting the United States. Uh, you still have to have that test again over in the Congo. Now, I've heard that over in the Congo, even once you arrive there, they're going to charge you $40 to have a test when you arrive, even though you may have just gotten your test the day before. And so, but they're going to still require you to get another test when you get there. We'll see if that's been eased up a little bit now with the fully vaccinated people. I don't know. I'm gonna take my vaccination card with me, and I don't know if that's gonna still bear any weight there. Also, when you get ready to leave the country, the United States requires that you have to have a negative test to enter, well, actually to get on a plane to come back to the United States. So therefore, in Congo, you would have to have a test before you leave, and also you would it got to be negative. So therefore, if you're coming from Canada or someplace like that, you still have to have a negative test. So you're gonna have to, in theory, if you're even flying, you're gonna have to, if you go someplace to Canada for the day, you're gonna have to have a test to go there and a test to come back. And there has been people that's been marooned in countries because they tested positive and they won't let you on the airplane to come back to the United States. So that's one of the health hazards that you have when you're traveling internationally. So just wanted to give you that update. I'm kind of happy with the new rules, new guidance that's coming out. It appears that they are taking it into account our new status as fully vaccinated people. However, if you're not fully vaccinated, you're probably at a higher risk for flying on planes and stuff like that. So, since I'm talking about all this, one final word. Let's talk about Ebola. Since Congo is one of those countries that has Ebola, they will monitor you once you get back to ensure that you didn't pick up Ebola and bring it back. They will monitor you for 21 days. So the airlines will automatically notify the health authorities in wherever you're going, and then they will be able to keep track of you and hopefully don't spread the virus. So thank you all for stopping by today, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 3 also. And also let's continue. Since I've been talking about fully vaccinating, please consider to get your vaccination. But in the meantime, let's wash our hands, let's socially distance ourselves and wear our masks. And we will talk to you then. Take care now.